Hey, we're here back here in the 976 Tuna Test Kitchen, and we've had a nice surprise. My friend Mondo caught a nice 24-pound halibut yesterday while I was float tubing in the bay. We're going to show you how to cook it up. So let me grab the halibut. We're going to go over here to our refrigerator, grab our nice halibut. One of the things about our halibut here is that we've never put it in any fresh water. We've always kept it to only its natural ingredients, meaning we haven't added anything to it, we haven't washed it off, we haven't done any of that stuff. We filleted it and we put it in the refrigerator to keep it fresh. When you put water and stuff on it, it changes the chemicals in it and it can get some funkiness. So we're going to take our fillet, and normally I like to let it sit out a little bit, just come up to room temperature, but for this purposes we're going to go ahead and use it cold. We'll take it out of the bag. First thing that we want to do is make sure that we pat it dry. Get all the moisture off the top of the fillet and the bottom of the fillet. Just put it in a paper towel. We're going to pat it dry. Once we get it pat dry, again, you can see that we have just a beautiful halibut fillet. I'm not going to cut the bloodline out or nothing. That's delicious flavor is what's some fat line in there. That's okay, that's good. Today, I'm going to use this marinade I just made up. I was hungry and I wanted some fish, and I wanted some Mediterranean flavors in there. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of turmeric. Generous on the turmeric. A little bit windy over here. And then we're going to come in with some of your slap your mama sauce, or seasoning rather. Going to go ahead and season that up. And I like to just massage it in just a little bit. It helps to stay on top once I flip it. Once I flip it, I'm going to do the same thing on the back side. Now there's still a little bit of moisture in here because I didn't let it come up to room temperature or ambient temperature that's around us. It's still cold, so it will start to leach a little bit of water. Don't worry about that. That'll help your seasoning stick together. Once you get it nice and seasoned, you can see kind of gives it that nice yellow hue. And don't put too much salt on there. Just a little bit of salt will go a long way, because we're gonna go ahead later on and we're gonna add some capers in there. Okay. The next step is we got to go get our pan really hot. We want to get it smoking hot. And I know it's kind of scary and whatnot, and that's why I kind of like to do it outside. But if you're inside, just be careful. We want to get it smoking hot. At that time, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be working with avocado oil, which has a higher rate of burn, won't scorch like olive oil and whatnot. This one's infused with garlic, so you get a little bit of a garlic flavor into the fish. Again, you want to make sure, hold your hand over the pan rather. Make sure once it gets hot, you'll know it. So just let that heat up. Okay, our pan's getting really hot now. And I'm going to add a little bit of the avocado oil. About 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons, just a little bit in there. I'm going to get that all over the pan. You can see here, it's smoking hot. Now, when you're going to place this fish down, important factor, do not place it towards you, place it away from you. And that sizzle is what I want to hear. And I got the pan on hot. I want to keep it on hot. Just going to let it cook there. Do not touch it. Do a little bit of that. That's just showing off. Just leave it alone. Now's a good time to have a nice cold root beer. As you wait, leave it alone. Let it sit there. That's right, stay there. Okay, we're starting to get some color on the bottom of it. And you can see that by the outsides of the fish are turning white. And this fish is not a real thick fillet, not like a sea bass where you're going to get a 2-3 inch fillet. It's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 1.5 inches. So I'm going to give it some good time. I want it to crystallize there. I want it to be on that super hot flame. I want to get nice color. If I turn down the heat to medium right now, I'm going to just get not that nice color. It's going to be light brown. I want to get that dark brown, really light it up. once you get in here and you start to see that the fish is cooked to about the midway point on the bottom, you know it's about time ready to flip. Look at your darkest, your thickest portion of the fish and find the contrast in color. I'm about medium right here. So I want to flip this fish. Just like that. You can use tongs or you can flip it like, you know, I just did. I don't know, I don't want to say chef. Not really a chef. I'm going to add just a little bit more oil on the top. Keep that nice and moist. And just to give me a little bit more moisture into the pan. And in a second here, I'm going to do what chemists don't like, and that's mix water and oil. I'm going to mix a little bit of salt water with some capers right on top of that to give it a nice saltiness. Not over seasoned, just a nice saltiness. We're almost done here, and you can see, start to see the fish right here. As it becomes translucent on that bottom side, it's going to start to creep up and turn white. You're going to know when that fish is done by looking at the thickest portion of the fish. Don't be intimidated of it. It's not rocket science. Go ahead and add in some capers here. Just a little bit of the water. Steam up. And as you can see, most of it's all steamed up. All the oil, everything's steamed up. The juices remain inside the fish. And we're just about done. As it starts to flake off there on that thinner portions, you can tell we're pretty close. Now right about here, I normally kind of just shut it off. My pan's still really hot. Sometimes I'll wipe up, you know, clean up. I'm a clean freak. Drink some more root beer. Give it about 10, 15, 20 seconds. Let it marinate in the pan. It's going to continue to cook. That bottom is going to get nice and crusty, dark brown like that top. It's going to be delicious.
9.
Okay, we have our end result here. Little Mediterranean halibut, along with a nice salad and some rice. Delicious. Till next time, it's catch it and cook it with Catch It to cook it. This is Terrence, signing off.